That Ninja Turtles game is amazing. All right, the new link is up. And time to start sharing it. Back. There. Share it. Share it to the page. Okay, share it to the group. Okay.
I like the number one dad t-shirt. That's pretty sick.
Oh, you like it?
Yeah.
Number one dad. That's the energy I'm on. All right, let me share the new link and we could resume. It's always weird when you get the fake messages that be like, dude, like, hey man, let me send money to your Cash App. Oh, nigga. What I do to deserve this?
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and bless you with $50.
Somebody said that?
Yeah, it was in our podcast message. It was just like, let me bless you. It's like I get creepy. That's like that's Ezra Miller shit right there, man. Let me bless you with $50. Ugh, nigga.
Yeah.
100 first. Come on.
Yeah,
now.
exactly. We're not cheap. You think we're cheap like that? Like,
not that cheap. 100. Bless me with 100, bro.
Yeah, gas prices and shit. Yeah, better make it 100.
Can't be showing nipple that cheap. I have morals, bro. 100.
Let them throw it through the YouTube or Twitch to throw the money through that.
Exactly. All right. Let me send it and let me put the back. All right. Hit record. This computer. All right, folks. Technology happens. And we'll be back.
We back. Technical difficulties, but it's all good. We're here.
With that being said, let's transition into Miss Marvel. If you're listening to the podcast, this is where we would drop the trailer. All right, Miss Marvel, we've seen the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And I will let Casey go first.
I think the show is extremely well done. It surprised me completely. I enjoy the color saturation, the momentum that this show goes with. And it's a teeny bopper show, and it got me. I'm surprised. And it's a shame that it's not getting the viewership that it deserves and the support that it deserves from, the fans. So I am enjoying the show a lot. The main character has a lot of personality, which I like. The surrounding supporting cast is great. The family dynamic is warm and welcoming. It's cool. Like it's a very nice show. It's a very, very nice show. I'm enjoying it a lot. How you liking it?
I'm liking it. I am one of those people that do not need to see themselves in the property to enjoy it.
Exactly.
Talking to you, white man. Talking to you. I can enjoy something without seeing myself in there. So yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Y'all know I watch Stargirl and stuff like that. So this was right up my alley. I really enjoyed the actress Iman Vellani. She's from Toronto. She's holding it down for the T-Dot. Yeah, she's doing a great job. She looked like a little kid, but she's a grown 20-year-old woman. So that's dope. She's doing really good. And I think this is her first professional acting gig. So kudos to her. She's really doing a great job.
Yeah.
She embodies Kamala Khan. Kamala Khan or Kama. Is it Kamala or Kamala? Hope I'm pronouncing it right. Kamala Khan. Yeah, she fully embodies her and her fangirl isms from the comic book. There is I won't be doing my job right if I didn't mention that, you know, in the comics she's depicted as more darker skin, and Marvel likes to go with the lighter skin actresses, and I understand that, but from a casting standpoint on her acting ability, I think she fully embodies the character.
Yeah, I think she's knocking it out of the park.
It wasn't like America Chavez didn't really do anything in the movie to make me say, "Oh, damn, she's really like she America Chavez." Like when I watched the first episode of this, I was like, "Oh, she's Miss Marvel to a T." The fangirlisms, even in real life, she's a fangirl and dressed up like Miss Marvel at school for Halloween.
Yeah, she pitched the first pitch at a Jays game just the other day too. So she's getting a lot of love in the city.
T-Dot, stay away from Drake, girl. Stay away from.
I liked the whole sneaking out in the costume type of thing. That whole in the first episode, that was a cool dynamic to see. Like, you know, you don't really see that strict parent in the comic book world like that. I love the mom-daughter relationship that they have. And the auntie, it seems like that's coming up brew. That's, you know, troublemaker. Who knows? You know, that might be the antagonist.
The Illuminatis. We all have that. Trinidadians, we have that. All West Indian families have that. African families have that. Jewish families have it. I think we all could relate to the Illuminatis. Because I got some aunts I'm ducking and avoiding right now.
But
that's life.
Do you think she is doing a good enough job to be on the big screen?
Yes. My only complaint with the show is the changing of the powers.
Really?
I understand that the character was made at a time where Marvel was beefing with Fox, and they're like, "Oh, we taking Fantastic Four. We're gonna have a new stretchy nigga," and they brought in Miss Marvel as a replacement, the stretchy person.
Exactly, you're right.
Miss Marvel in the comics, she's an Inhuman, and her ability to stretch also allows her to shrink. It also allows her to grow like really big and tall. And then the first issue, she could morph her appearance, and she was having an identity crisis, and she morphed her appearance to look like a white woman as Carol Danvers, as Miss Marvel, as Captain Marvel back in the day. And that's how she looked in the first comic when she saved somebody. But when she became confident and knew who she was, that's when she transformed and, you know, took the appearance of her true self and created her own costume. So that storyline's basically going to get dropped now because she doesn't have the ability to do that. She's more of a Green Lantern type character, so she can't really morph her face to look like anything. So, because in the comic, that was a powerful moment. It was like, I don't have to be this white woman to be accepted as a hero. I could show my real face and be, you know, this brown girl from Jersey.
Yeah, so, that's cool. Yeah, I didn't know that.
I guess they're going to do their own spin on that, but it was really dope how they did in the comics. So it'll be interesting to see how they do that in the show.
Yeah, we don't know for TV show powers will evolve in any way. Or do you think this is it? Because it seems like she's growing and getting better at using them.
What they said in the show, the powers are from within, so she already has it. So they could hint that she's an Inhuman and the bracelets are enhancing what she already has. But I think they're going to relate it to either Shang-Chi or
that's
maybe
what I was about to say. Yeah.
Or maybe some type of Kree technology.
Yeah, I was about to say, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Shang-Chi in one of these episodes coming up. Where he's like, the ring, I've been looking into this whole another ring somewhere, you know, there's some kind of technology where the end credit happened in Shang-Chi. I'm surprised. I won't be surprised if I see that happen where he comes in this to be like, I've been investigating this. Remember where they're looking for it at the end?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see not Monica. Is it Monica Rambeau? Yeah, Monica Rambeau maybe popping up, or I think they're gonna save Carol Danvers for the movie. That meet up for the movie probably.
Or season 2.
Yeah, or season 2. But yeah, I'm liking. I made a video on TikTok saying, excuse me, how would somebody like be a fan of Miss Marvel in the real world? Because they like in that world they didn't really show much images of her. The only like thing that they know of Miss Marvel was that battle at Endgame, and then Scott Lang, he had the podcast, but all the stuff she did before that's classified information.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody knows. So for her to be a fangirl of Miss Marvel, I felt like that was too soon. I feel like they should have did Miss Marvel 2 first. She did some more stuff in Earth. Then they bring in Kamala because she saw all the stuff she did. She's like, yo, this girl's super dope. Her just doing one thing and you being a big fangirl for that person seemed kind of odd. Because I feel like as for a female hero, I feel like she would rock with Black Widow more because Black Widow's been in the public eye more, and that'll be somebody that you will look up to because she fought the system in the Iron Man. Was it Iron? No, it was a Winter Soldier. That's when she fought the system and she released all the information. She freed all the other Black Widows, so she's like a
her
feminist.
sacrifice.
Yeah, she's like a big, feminist movement hero. She sacrificed herself for the greater good.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like she would be rocking with Black Widow more. And if you pay attention to episode 2, she got a Black Widow shirt on. So I proved my point. My TikTok video came into fruition.
The thing is, though, her head is in the clouds and in the stars, and Captain Marvel shot from the stars and hit that big ship and kind of saved the day. And that was the legendary story. Though. But she still did that amazing thing, So maybe that's why.
That was dope. I'm just like,
yeah. And Kamala, her head is in the clouds, right? So
she wants to just disappear from her family.
Escape.
Like Captain Marvel abandoned Earth. So okay.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, maybe that's it.
She's like, I want to abandon Earth too.
She's always daydreaming, you know what I mean? So I think that's the parallel between the two people.
Now, one thing I wanted to let you know, remember her friend Nakia? Her shoes were missing.
Yeah. I remember that.
If you look closely, that boy that's hanging off the ledge, he got her shoes on. Teeth and ass, bro. If you freeze frame that scene, he got her shoes on.
Okay. I was like, who let their son up there to do a selfie shot like that? Are you crazy?
He bad as hell, bro. He out teething. He taking selfies at the top of the
edge of the
building.
Yeah, bell tower.
So when he fell down, when she messed up and he done hit them things, he kind of deserved it. That's karma.
Yeah, that was a funny scene. That was a good
teeth
scene.
In the girl's shoes, man.
Yeah.
At church,
man, that
bro.
makes sense. Yeah, at church. Yeah, she put it up there. Yeah, that was horrible. That kid, the pesky kid. Damn.
Now, what do you think about at the end scene where the guy's like, "Yo, that's my mom," and it looks like her grand? Is he Uncle Daddy? Like, what's going on now?
I think he's family. He's a cousin.
Uncle kissing cousin. They kissing cousins out here.
And that's what it seems like. That's what I kind of felt bad for her. I was like, damn, she got tricked.
She got sent for that white boy. That white boy in the back, like,
yeah, rubbing his hands like Birdman.
Now, baby.
You got time for me now, huh?
Bruno, man.
This guy was in the friend zone. Man. Yeah, I don't know. You think he's gonna become a villain of some sort?
Either that or an anti-hero. I don't trust him, man.
Who
out here just jumping off roofs? Like, oh, nice to meet you. I'm about to jump off your roof. We don't even know you're new to the school.
Yeah.
That don't matter, baby. I'm about to jump off this roof, though.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't trust him. Something about him seems sneaky.
He's British, man. You can't trust the British, man. They're always invading and colonizing.
Do you remember the video game, how it had the bad guy who became like a big head? I think he's going to become that guy. I don't know why.
No, he's not that guy. He's like some icicle inhuman dude. I looked him up in the comics.
Oh, okay.
He's not good, though. He's like, no, he ain't worth shit.
Okay. I had a feeling he was something because the way they're showing the foreshadowing with him, it's like he must be something.
He greasy, man. You can't trust these British accents, man. He greasy.
But yeah, overall, I'm enjoying this show. First and second episode moved very quickly, moved very well. The cast is great. I'm enjoying it. I can't say anything negative about it. Disney did an amazing job. They fooled me into watching a kids show, man.
I love the soundtrack. I think the soundtrack go hard, man. Every episode, I don't know what they're saying, but I'm jamming to it. Let's go hard. That's what Drake needs in the album. He needs some Miss Marvel. Marvel needs to get his album.
Maybe next
he gonna collab with Marvel, man. So yeah, I'm really liking it. I'm not hating on it. No. You can enjoy something without seeing yourself in it.
It's a nice positive vibe. That's what it is. I'm enjoying it. I wish that they marketed it a bit better to say what day it was coming on, because Disney Plus app just says new show, and like I was like, okay, which day is it gonna come? It's every Wednesday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Same day as Kenobi.
Yep, they said so
That
on,
is
on
the-
ours. We know the American one. They don't care about you Canadians. It's just like
Yeah.
take it when you get it, eh?
All they had to say was put it a little every Wednesday, and I would know. But why would they put it the same day as Kenobi? That's so weird. Usually, like they seem like they're giving us slow shows every
This
week.
Wednesday is going to be super jam packed. We got Kenobi, Miss Marvel. They're putting Doctor Strange 2 on there on
This Wednesday. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna check that out.
and then on Netflix we're getting Umbrella Academy season 3
Nice.
all this Wednesday. It's going to be a wild one.
Wow. When's The Boys come out? Is that Thursday or Friday?
Fridays.
Okay, good. There's a little space. I think this show should come out on Mondays. Kenobi Wednesday. Give it some space to breathe.
Nobody watches nothing on Monday except Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, Miss Marvel would be perfect on a Monday.
And the only thing going Raw on Monday night right now is Vince McMahon.
Oh Lord, that's some real back right there.
Not with his wife.
Yeah.
Zing.
Jeez, the stories are crazy. I've been reading.
Oh, my guy just tossed away $3 million, man.
Nothing to him though. That's the thing. That's the problem. That's nothing to him.
Oh man.
Yeah, you want to
And
get
they
into
show
that,
it
or
on
you want to get in
Fox.
Kenobi?
Oh yeah. No, let's jump into the boys. Let's get greasy
Oh,
with it. Let's get
okay.
greasy with it first.
Let's do it. Let's load this up here.
Alrighty. I thought I had the boys picture, but we can go ahead and start talking. Casey, cue up the trailer. This, if you're listening to the podcast, this is where we drop the trailer.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the podcast version right here.
Alrighty. So yes,
All right.
the boys, we are on season 3, and heads are rolling, bodies are exploded, and the F-bombs are dropping. You know, the typical. So Casey, what do you think so far?
I think it's about time that we comic book fans all come together and admit that The Boys is the best comic book television show out and ever made. In my opinion, it's the best. Disney can't mess with this. Their shows can't touch this.
Nope.
The dynamics of vulgarness, violence, deep textured characters, and growing stories where you believe in the villain as much as you believe in the hero. And then you start to wonder, is the hero a villain? Is the villain a hero? And they're doing Game of Thrones style storytelling with characters in this. And it's at a higher level than any other comic book show I've watched ever. This is the best I've seen. And I can't wait to keep seeing more. We're on episode 5 now. And I'm highly enjoying the show.
I
What's
like
up?
that. I forget that a character like A-Train is such a terrible person. Like I'll forget that what these people did in the past.
Yeah.
But there'll be moments where I'm like, oh, the Deep's really trying to get his life together. And then I think back to what he did season 1. I'm like, oh,
Episode 1.
no.
Yeah.
oh no.
Yeah, I don't feel, you shouldn't feel bad for him at
I
all.
don't feel bad for this guy.
But watching this season, I felt bad for him. There was points where I was like, oh man, you're making him do that.
Even A-Train, there's moments where I felt bad for him, and then
Yeah.
I think back to what he did.
Yeah. And it's like,
No,
What? that's
Yeah.
amazing storytelling. Amazing
is.
storytelling. This, like, they're knocking the show out of the park. It's like, I'm in shock that Amazon put a show out this dope. And my expectations were so low for this show. I thought this was going to be some garbage. But what they did with this has made it like the best show I've ever seen, comic book wise. Even the new character with the whole Captain America, like
Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy, is like so interesting, and I don't feel bad for what he's doing. Like, but he's an asshole. You know what I mean? I get why he's doing what he's doing, though. The way
They
he's
were
moving
able to
right
take
now.
a comic book that was basically just shock value, and they were able to form it to something that has social commentary,
Yeah, comic book
satirical, self-aware,
yeah,
and entertaining all at the same time. Like, and that's hard. They're juggling all these things at once. Like when I'm watching Homelander and you see some of the things he's doing, that's what Trump was doing in his administration.
exactly. Yeah,
I
yeah,
was like, yo. And then like they have these social messages that they drop in there. Like when the episode where they're at Wonderland, that was Wonderland, by the way, where they call it inclusive land. And I was just like, or they're showing like how corporations pander the different movements, even though they don't care. and they're just pandering. Like they're able to sprinkle those tidbits in there. They show you the far left.
Yeah.
Because they showed you what was that bullet guy name, like Bulletproof or the Gunplay or whatever?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
He was like the extreme far right.
Yeah.
They showed you the extreme far left. They show you the madness of the world in a satirical form, but it's so well written that you don't even realize that.
Yeah, it's a satire on comic books. It's a satire on real life celebrity. And like the Kardashian daughter, how she wouldn't pass the Pepsi to the cop in the commercial. Yep. How they remade that in this. Yeah, it's like it's so ridiculous that he did that. And it's so ridiculous that they pulled it off in this show. Like it was like, I think they can't top the whale exploding in violent stuff. But then from the first episode, they got the guy who's like the satire of Ant-Man, who goes down into the hole and then like explodes. That I was like, geez, this show, man, they topped it on the first episode. If you haven't seen the show, you guys got to go watch it.
And then there's the blur line of Butcher. Like he's not a good guy. Butcher's not a good guy.
Not at all.
You're not really supposed to be rooting for. I don't root for Butcher. I'm kind of waiting for him to die. Don't like Butcher, but at the end of the day, if you watch the show long enough, you could see the parallel between him and Homelander to the point where I feel like they might work together at one point, because Homelander's whole goal is he wants to be the strongest Soup. He wants to be the alpha male, the apex. So I could see him working with Butcher because Butcher's trying to kill Soups. And Homelander's the type where he's like, they can kill all the Soups except me. That'll be a good partnership. We can work together and take out all the... I could see that happening because of how well the show's written and the parallels that these two characters have.
Mm-hmm. See the Superior, what's going on? You're in the chat. I see that. Usually they schedule shows out separately. Yeah, no, I agree with that with Disney. But yeah, with the Back to the Boys, this, like the actor, Anthony Starr, he's doing an incredible job. Like even his facial expressions when like the lady asked him a complex dynamic question trying to pull rank on him in front of the other people that he was interviewing to see if he should keep them or not. And his face like was just like,
yeah, he was like,
he was trying to hold back from just lasering her right through the eyes. You know what I mean? So it's like,
okay, see how Homelander acts? That's how I imagine Ezra Miller acts in real life. Like, choke you? Does the Flash need to choke you?
I'm so interested.
That's what's going on right now.
I'm so interested in the Soldier Boy story and what's his name? Let me get his name up.
A-Train. I'm interested in A-Train.
Mother's Milk.
Such a terrible person. I want him to run one more time for that heart to explode. I want that to happen.
I'll say with A-Train before I get to the next character. I thought he was gonna lose it when he saw what happened to his brother because that was heartbreaking. I thought he was gonna just start punching that dude in the face with extra the flash speed,
diving, man.
You know, that super speed. But no, Mother's Milk. His character and his story dynamic in this has been amazing so far. We're finally getting to see like them like pulling the onion skins off of his character, and he's getting a lot more screen time and he's killing it so far.
Are you saying that because y'all look similar?
No, not at all.
I'm looking at his picture, your picture. I'm like,
I don't even see that. But he's killing it so far. I'm like, yo, and shout out to all the hip hop t-shirts he's still rocking.
Yo, man, yeah, 3, every episode
he's still going. So yeah, no, shout out to him, man. He's killing it. Good for him, man.
I want to see when him and Soldier Boy finally have a conversation.
Yeah,
that's gonna happen. I'm invested in Kimiko and Frenchie's relationship, but like I want it to work, but I know it's gonna be some type of tragic ending. The way if you hang out with Butcher, nothing good's gonna happen to you.
Yeah. They're probably gonna, for the first time with Kimiko and her powers are gonna come back, she's gonna flex that thing and just pop it.
He's gonna be like, suck me blood.
Just get up. Me boom.
Je m'appelle no.
No, but they're doing an amazing job with every character in this show. I'm looking at the pictures. I'm like, yo, everybody's interesting. Even Victoria with the brain popping power. Like, what is she coming up with next? She like turned on her dad. That was
man.
You know?
I say one thing. Every scene with Homelander, you feel the tension, man. You feel like I feel helpless because he'd be like questioning my authority. I'm like, oh, you might die. This might be the last episode for you.
Yeah, it could
like
be with this
the
show.
boy band. That
with,
that caught me off guard. On that roof.
Just peeled them apart like an onion. It's just sad.
And he's like, yo, I'll do this at any time. I'll take out the world's defenses, and it is what it is.
Yeah. So I don't know. I thought it was very interesting when he saw like Soldier Boy on the screen explode. He was like, oh my God, a new challenger. Like that was so sick. He's just looking at the screen like, ooh, time to fight somebody else. But then he kind of looks scared at the same time. You know what I mean?
Maybe it's the thrill of the kill. This is a spoiler in the comic books. In the comic books, Black Noir was.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. I don't know if that's because we don't know if they're doing this to flip it on the comic book readers. They're not.
It's a whole different thing. He's not. It's a black guy in this. It's not. It's not the clone in the comics. He was a clone of Homelander.
I think they're doing
exactly that. I don't think they're doing that. I think they're doing the whole Soldier Boy angle. This is completely. They're doing their own thing. This is not the comics.
No, I feel you, but I think they're gonna flip it on us, and it's still gonna be what it was, and he's gonna be like a whole nother person he's gone, and they replaced him with a clone probably. I think they're just doing that to flip it on the comic book readers, the know-it-all comic book readers. And they're going to still bring it. And you're going to be like, oh, they actually still did it.
Soldier Boy wasn't doing all this with the chest, boss. All that's new. This is even what they did with Stormfront. Stormfront's a man. All of this is new.
Yeah. We'll see.
They have deviated completely from that. Because the comics, as I said, they weren't that good.
Okay. Yeah. I took them and I was going to read them. I haven't even checked them out yet.
It's like a horny 13-year-old's like, boobies. Then you put some bad words in here. Like that's the kind of, feel for that comic. It's very juvenile and immature. It's not really that good. And they were able to take that source material and turn it into a masterpiece, which is wild.
Yeah. No, honestly, it is wild.
That's like somebody making a Dr. Seuss HBO movie, and it's amazing. Like, what? Nigga, Green Eggs and Ham.
Exactly.
Starring Johnny Depp and John Hamm. Nigga, what?
I'm trying to find... Somebody is making a Duke Nukem show. I think it's a Stranger Thing cast, guys.
Yes.
I like them and all, but I want whoever is creating The Boys to make the Duke Nukem show.
Yeah, that's hard writing, because he is... Duke Nukem's a wild boy.
That's why we need these guys.
I don't know. Do it?
I think the guys who make The Boys. This is right up that alley.
We basically have a Duke Nukem show. You want me to tell you what it is? It's called Peacemaker.
Yeah, it's close.
That's as Duke Nukem as it's gonna get. Who else is that big and just
shake it, baby?
Get some. Yeah, that's Peacemaker.
Come get some. That changed my childhood.
Hey man, he was a wild boy. I remember tossing that dollar. Toxic masculinity. How they gonna handle toxic masculinity? That is Duke Nukem.
Yeah, it's the closest thing we got. I guess you're
Peacemaker.
Right. It is, but
they're gonna have to go the Peacemaker route where Duke Nukem's a shitty person and he's slowly trying to, get into society and become a better person throughout the series. Like he can't be shaking his throwing dollars and
shaking
and punching women in the face, unless it's played by Ezra Miller. Plot twist. Yeah,
he can't be like, come get some. He has to be like, come, please.
Please, I get your permission to get some. You gotta ask permission.
Yeah, shooting pigs and all this type of stuff. No, they went off in that game. Yeah, but no, The Boys is the closest thing, man. Honestly, these writers are killing it. I'm excited to see what happens. What was your standout part of this season so far?
This season? Oh, I was about to switch topics, but
I just want to wrap this one.
That last episode with E-Train and the racist guy and his brother, and then he blamed it on Antifa. I was like, this is too close to home, man.
Yeah, it's too real.
I was like, accurate. I could see this happening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely the brother broken back. That was heartbreaking.
So yeah, that's my two standout scenes for this season.
Yeah,
right now.
For sure.
Oh, and then the guy Gunplay or whatever, when he got cut in half.
Oh yeah, that was sick too.
That was sick. And
yeah.
but you're being the biggest hypocrite. I hate soups. I'm gonna drug myself and I hate doing it, but I enjoy doing it, but I don't like doing it.
Do you think the V is addictive?
Yeah, it's like crack. Like you saw, like Huey had his head out the window, like he was on some type of heavy drug. Like, yeah, that's how those superheroes feel all the time. Like it's like a euphoric feeling for them.
Yeah, I like the way Huey can like teleport, but his clothes stay. That's hilarious.
Here, just Cook swinging and ripping our hearts, man.
Yeah, no, this show's great. I think I'm gonna watch the last episode again. It was that good.
Yeah, it's definitely worth watching again. All right, switching over to Obi.
Yes,
I'm gonna be honest with you. This show's been hit and miss, man. The fight choreography's been hit and miss. The dialogue is not that good. Yeah. It's been a long ass escort mission of Leia. I didn't sign up for that.
They tricked us.
Episode 3 had me like this, but the rest of them had me like this.
That's how I felt in between most of the episodes, really. And this one is the same, mirrors every other episode.
I like this one more than the others, but it's not episode 3. Just like the prequels, episode 3 was the best.
This one, it was good, but it wasn't great. It was just really good. Had parts where I was like, oh shit, just like every other episode. But it wasn't like what I feel we deserve from Star Wars.
I just don't care about this story. I don't care about this Leia mission because the stakes aren't that high because I know she's going to make it home safely. I know he's not going to die. The interactions that he has with Vader are interesting.
Yeah.
I know it's not going to be anything like life-threatening. Third sister, Reva, her story would be better if she was better written. Her dialogue sucks, so it makes her acting look inconsistent because sometimes her acting looks good because she has better dialogue than she does in other episodes. So even this episode, she's like, I'm mad you didn't save us. I understood that part.
Yeah.
But you joined up with Darth Vader and you've been killing fellow Jedis because you're mad.
Yeah. Like
you're waiting for the right moment. You don't realize that this guy gets stronger day by day because of his anger. This man is pulling down ships. And
that was cool to see.
You think you could come behind him and swipe him? You lost your mind?
That was such bad writing, in my opinion.
It's stupid.
The whole like Obi telling her to, work with him to be able to get the people out. That was bad. I was like, this is horrible. Like, do you know who Vader is? Like the fact that like Obi would leave her to like deal with Vader. Like, come on, really? What are you doing? Like,
how come she didn't melt the door from the beginning? Let's blast at it. All right, that ain't working. Bet. All right, let's melt the door. But she did that for the jump. You know how these doors are made.
She should have
First War.
If like she's top 2, top 3 Inquisitor, right? Like you would think she'd be like, okay, you guys blasted the door. I'm going through the top and I'm just gonna fall down and just start massacring people inside the place. Like that's what a samurai Jedi, you know what I mean, would do. Like she's doing some strippiness with this. I was watching her like, why is she shooting the door? Like just a lot of the things they were doing in this to get to point A to B was just not that good in this episode. Like it was cool to see.
I got a controversial take I'm gonna drop, Casey. I'm gonna let you finish your point, but I'm gonna drop my take right now.
Yeah, it was cool to see Obi-Wan and Anakin have that fight scene. But it was like, okay, we know you guys have the technology to make them look younger. Like, why are you guys cheaping out on this part? Like, what's going on?
Look like this. I'm in high school. Look at no, you're not.
It was cool. That's the thing. Like, it was cool to see that they're adding depth to the characters and more. We get to see more stuff. But it's like the way they did it is like, we know you have this technology. We just seen you do it in another show. Why don't you just put it in? So that's the problem I'm having with this show. Go ahead.
Controversial take. Yo, that Reva show's just pandering at this point, because her writing doesn't warrant it. Her character's not written well.
No, it's not.
So at this point, y'all just pandering. Because I was on board. I was like, oh, we got a black woman. She's doing her thing. But y'all wrote her so badly with such whack dialogue. And Star Wars usually always has bad dialogue. But damn, this is bad. But this is like, like you twirl your mustache type of shit. I'm gonna get you, little girl. Like,
yeah,
the hell is this, man?
Yeah, it's they fooled us into watching a kid's show.
Y'all tricked me with Finn. Y'all got me with Finn because I was like, oh, we getting a black Jedi. No, we didn't. No, we did. Y'all tricked me with Reva. I was like, oh, we're gonna get this dope complex character. Y'all did some bad writing. Now you want me to be invested into a TV show just because she's black?
Yeah, not good.
I'm gonna watch it, but I'm gonna be angry though.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna watch it still.
But what are they gonna do? Where has she been for the past those 6 movies?
They don't know. They just want
Like,
that black dollar.
It would have been cool if she was the one who had the sword in the Return of the Skywalker, whatever. You know, remember the newest trilogy? If she was the one who gave the sword, and we're like, who is she? And then we go back to this show, and we're like, oh, okay, she was maybe protecting Leia on that planet this whole time. You know what I mean? But maybe, yeah, it's just not good writing. It's cool to see these things happening, but getting from point A to B is not interesting. It's not good. It's just not good writing.
They're like, who's a marginalized group? Black people. Who's even more marginalized? Black women. We got our next character. Let's go. They just threw it. They didn't even have any plan.
Where's she fitting in the universe?
Make a strong black woman. This is clearly written by some white man.
I think they're gonna end it where she's like, "I'm gonna watch Leia, you watch Luke," and then that's how they're gonna end it. Like, oh, she was watching Leia this whole time, and she got blown up on the planet.
How'd she get kidnapped though? Like, come on, man. What's going on?
Because this is the last episode coming out this Wednesday, so.
And I don't care. Like, I'm supposed to be excited, man. I don't care about this. This whole movie or show is him just saying, Vader here? Gone.
Yeah, exactly. I thought that was just going to be the first episode. I thought he was going to do some globe trotting. You know what I mean?
My guy running and he trying to get a little girl back home. That's the whole. And how's he not going to know he was on Tatooine? Like, of course he's on Tatooine hiding.
How can't Vader just find him right away now?
He can sense him. He sense.
Yeah.
Reva, he could move ships with his hand. Like, none of this makes sense, man.
That's how Star Wars is, though. Vader could never find who he's looking for. Even the first one. Like, I don't know why people hold it so high. Like, the first one's like a comedy because Vader is looking for them and he can't find Leia. Like, he's always like one step behind. You know what I mean? Like,
maybe they're going to explain, like, Reva's going to use her powers to deflect Leia's scent from. I don't know what they're going to do, man.
How many people can get stabbed in the stomach and still survive? Like,
strong, the will of the black girl magic keeping her alive.
The Inquisitor dude, main guy, got stabbed in his stomach, came back. She got stabbed in her stomach. She's able to crawl.
See, there's an explanation. He got 2 stomachs. She got black girl magic.
It's strippiness, man. It could have been so much better, but it's good. You know what I mean? It's good. It's not great. It's
not even good at this point. It's okay. It's straight.
When you sit back and think about it, it's strippiness. You know what I mean?
Stupid, yeah. It's
watching it at the time, it's good. Yeah, watching it at the time, it's like, oh, this is an ill scene. Seeing Vader and him actually fight now. Okay, that's cool.
I don't think you can make Star Wars fans happy though, Casey.
Huh?
I don't think you can make Star Wars fans.
No, you can't. You can't. It's too many generations of. Strippiness.
If you try to make something like I love Rogue One, but there's people that don't like Rogue One. I thought
that's my favorite one.
I thought Rogue One was really like pushing Star Wars into a different direction. You saw these dirty, you never saw grimy stormtroopers. Like, they brought a whole new level to it, and they showed like real warfare. That was dope. I thought we were going in that direction. Nah, we took a step back. We on some corny shit.
They're doing it for the kids, man. They're just trying to sell the toys. That's what it is.
They're doing it for kids, but they're also trying to appease these old, 50, 60-year-old fans.
I honestly
but they're also trying to be inclusive and bring in new fans. So they're doing this juggling act.
Yeah, it's a tough juggling act. I honestly feel like when Iron Man did that snap, that was the end of our generation enjoyment of this thing. Like, they're not trying to satisfy us. They're like, the snap happened and they forgot. They were like, that was it for you guys. Now we're focusing on the next generation of buyers. The 13-year-olds and under. And it's been that since. And there's nothing wrong with it. They're pulling it off, but at the same time, they're not, because we know what it can be. But they're making their money. So
this is for the kids. But even the kids, I put this on for my son. He was like,
yeah, because he doesn't have that connection.
He likes Miss Marvel. He's connected to that. That's young. That's his demographic. He's like, oh, it's great. Yeah. I put this on. The only young person he sees is Leia. So it kind of has his, they probably strategically did that.
Yeah.
Get the kids involved. We don't have Baby Yoda. So we have this little girl that these kids can connect to. So they have that, but I don't know. It's not working for him. And then for the older audience, they just looking for nostalgia at this point.
Yeah.
They just want to get drunk off nostalgia. So it's a balancing act they have to do and stuff.
Yeah, and it's a tough thing because I'm wondering when Obi is gonna become the crazy old man in the woods that he was in part 1, because that's who he was to the town. He was
Maybe
that
gonna get his
crazy
ass
old man.
beat so bad this next episode where he's just like, I'm done. I'm Ben Kenobi. Crazy man.
Because you remember Luke was always like, I'm staying away from that guy. He's the crazy old man in the woods. You know what I mean? He was that scary old guy, and he ended up being the coolest guy that Luke could ever imagine. You get what I'm saying?
Expose himself in public or something. They're gonna have to something to have him get ostracized because he was just living by himself.
Yeah. So how are they gonna do that? This is the last episode? How are they pulling that off?
He going full frontal, man.
Unless they're gonna leave it open a little bit and be like, we're gonna come back to the show in 5 years, and that's when we're really gonna drag him through the dirt to make him like not use his powers and abilities anymore.
I don't know, man. The man dropped the whole Obi and just became Ben.
So. I noticed they did some things that are more parallel with the last saga trilogy that came out, like with the clones. They showed some of that stuff with the Jedis, the dead bodies, the Jedi, the sabers that they use, and also, they just did things to fit in the newest trilogy, which wasn't even a great trilogy.
That's the worst.
Yeah, so I don't know, that's problematic for me in this show also. But it is what it is. Again, I bring it all together.
Star Wars is what it is, man. Take it and love it, man.
Yeah, I think they should have took a break. That trilogy really hurt it.
All right, let's wrap this up, folks. We had some technical difficulties, and we went over a little over an hour. Any final thoughts, Casey, on this episode?
Nah. I'm gonna check out the last episode, but I'm not excited to watch it. It's just like okay, this is something to check out. I'm paying for the service, might as well take it in.
I'm excited for Miss Marvel, and I'm excited to watch Umbrella Academy this Wednesday.
Yeah, and The Boys for sure. I'm excited for those. Umbrella Academy, The Boys, Miss Marvel. This I'm just like, I'm more watching it to be more interested to see how they pull off the end, which I think she's gonna watch Leia, he's gonna go watch Luke, and they're gonna be like, okay, teammate, us Jedi gotta stick together and not use our powers.
And she's gonna teach Leia how to braid her hair, and that's why she has these buns.
Oh,
the black woman taught her how to braid her hair.
That would be the biggest slap in the face if that's what it was.
And then Leia's gonna be like, "Ooh, I put seasoning in my food now because of Reva."
That's why. They're
gonna look at the camera and wink.
So easy on her. Vader went so easy on her. Like when he's there throwing all these things around, cracking little kids' necks and shit. Like all of a sudden he wants to just have like a actual one-on-one fight with her.
He's like, I remember your black ass when you were a kid. Stab! Makes me laugh.
I'm surprised he didn't just disjoint her, like just.
No, he took it easy. He's like, I'm a deadbeat. I need somebody to babysit my kid in the future, so let me just shake it down a little bit.
The one cool takeaway from this whole show is that Obi-Wan is trying to protect like Leia, Vader's daughter and son, from Vader. You know what I mean? That's the coolest, interesting thing. But they're not pulling it off in an interesting way.
This is the wildest episode of Maury. Like,
but it's dope. It's a dope concept. But it's like, yo, that's your dad. Like, I'm trying to help your daughter survive. You know, like he's protecting the guy's daughter.
Dude, he doesn't realize because he's so drunk off of anger. He's
caught in madness. Everybody. Yeah, that's the illest little concept and takeaway from the show. But I don't think they're pulling that nuance off.
Open your third eye, Casey. I gotta tell you something.
It's always open.
Why when Anakin became a deadbeat, he got a black man voice?
You know why?
You tell me this. Tell me this. Why when Anakin became a deadbeat, he got a black man voice?
It's true.
Let that marinate on your head. Okay?
Sketch Bravo, what's popping? Says Leia got the Chung Li looking buns. It's true. It's true. Which came first? I think it was Leia.
Yeah, Leia had it first, man. 70s. Chun-Li was in the 80s, late 80s.
Yeah, 90s, probably early 90s.
Yeah, early 90s. Yep. So that's it, folks, for the Back in That podcast. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Make sure to hit us up on _Backin' That's on Twitter. That's on Instagram, Facebook. We have the Backin' podcast fan page. Yes. That is BACCHANAL. Hit us up anytime. Send us emails. Let us know you want to collab with us. I'm always on Instagram. Casey's always on there. I'm on the TikTok. Casey's on the TikTok.
Mhm.
Anything else you want to plug, Casey?
Nah, just check me out on Facebook Gaming. I'm doing K to the Gaming, K to the Games. Search that and come kick it with me. Come run through some video games with me, talk some ish, have some fun. That's it, man.
All right. This is the Backing Up Podcast, y'all. Peace.
Peace.